Welcome to Taiwan Talk. I'm Donovan Smith in Taichung. With me today is Chrissy Wang, the first Taiwanese woman to run the Big Six international marathons. Now, these marathons are all about 42 kilometers in length, or roughly the distance from downtown Taipei to downtown Taoyuan. A serious athletic accomplishment. Thank you for joining us, Chrissy.
Hi, everyone.
So, what is the experience like running a marathon?
For me, pre-race, I get super nervous. And I think for anyone, because especially the first time, you don't really know what to expect. Sometimes I retie my shoelace 7 or 8 times, go to the bathroom 10 times. I get super nervous. The first 10, 20K is really exciting. You're just absorbing everything, especially I've run a lot of international marathons, so it's really fun. But then, when they say you hit the wall, for me, it's physical pain from head to toe. Everything hurts. It's more of a mental game. So you find a way to push on. Don't stop. No walking. Just keep on running with all the pain. And then the last 3 or 5K is filled with excitement. So I try to sprint through the end, regardless of the pain. So for me, that's like the marathon experience.
What is the experience like when you cross the finish line?
The first time, people usually cry.
Okay. Yeah. Did you?
I didn't really have tears, but I was really, really excited.
Yeah.
I remember it was in Tokyo,
Mm-hmm.
and my family had missed me at the finish line because they were stuck in the subway. So I crossed the line by myself, but I almost cried. It was really, really exciting.
It's a very emotional moment.
Very.
Yeah. Now, you are the first Taiwanese woman to complete the Big Six international marathons. Now, I believe there was a few guys before you?
Yeah, there were 5 people before me.
Okay, so you're the 6th Taiwanese ever to complete the Big Six.
Yes.
Now, what makes the Big Six? So which cities are they, and why are they so special?
So the 6 are Berlin, London, Chicago, New York, Boston, and Tokyo was the last one to join. So it used to be Big 5, actually.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the year I did Tokyo was the first year I joined as the Big 6. Yep. The reason why it's called the hardest marathon medal to get in the world is just mainly because there are not a lot of spots. Well, there are about 40 to 50,000 runners, so it sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
But because that's where the elites run. So the elites train for these races, one or 2 of them a year, and the prize money is really big. Plus, a lot of times a BMW, like a car, and so that's where the fastest runners run in the world. But for normal runners like us, your other option is lottery. So because there are so many people who sign up, the acceptance rate is usually 5 to 10%.
Oh.
So that's why they're really hard to get into.
Right. So you're definitely an elite.
No.
Well,
elite,
still in the top 5 or 10%. That's pretty impressive.
So I have really good lottery luck. Marathon lottery.
So that's an important skill to have in the lottery.
Actually,
in
yes.
the marathon world, yes.
Yeah, I have friends who have been rejected year after year for New York, Tokyo, London. Those are the really hard ones to get in for lottery.
Yeah.
And I got in every time.
So did you get a medal, an actual medal for completing the Big Six?
Yeah, so I have 6 medals for those 6 races,
right.
And then before your last one, you sign up and you tell them, "Hey, I'm about to finish my last one." And when you cross the finish line, for me it was Boston. I received 2 medals.
Nice.
And it's a big, it's almost the size of my face.
So now you finished the Big Six in Boston, and that was special for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I purposely saved it, the best for last for me, because I lived there for 8 years, so it was kind of like going home for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful city, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, have you always been a runner? Is this something that's been a passion of yours for a long time? Or?
Actually, no. I think it's been a huge transformation for me. So I used to never work out. I was not good at sports in school. 7 years ago, I decided to start running for no reason. And I fell in love with it, and I signed up for a race, and it became almost like an addiction. I was so into it, and I signed up for maybe 11 races a year.
Oh,
And
okay.
so
Yeah,
it's been like that for about 7 years.
that's impressive. Yeah, so from a total couch potato to a high-level athlete, that's an amazing transformation. Does it feel good?
Yeah, well, my endurance training previously was wearing heels and shopping. Being able to run and walk in heels all day was another type of endurance training for me. But now all I wear is sneakers, and for me.
Okay, so so now you're out of practice on heels and shopping. Is that the case?
Yeah, for sure. I can't shop for more than 30 minutes. I can't really walk in heels anymore.
So now you are the CEO of Renshin Wellness Park. You're on the board of Taichung AmCham. You're involved in Hongdao Senior Welfare. You are also involved in founding a CrossFit box, I believe is the term. And at night you don a cape and mask and fight crime. Sorry, you're not supposed to know about that. Now, how do you do all of this? I mean, this is quite a load.
Yeah, and I get asked a lot, like, how do you get so much done in a day? But I think to most people's surprise, I sleep 7 to 9 hours a day.
Okay.
I eat 3 meals.
Mm-hmm.
And I still try to get 7 to 10 hours of exercise a week.
Right.
I think for me, really, it's time management.
Okay.
Because I don't feel like it's overwhelming, actually. I feel like it's very fulfilling.
Right.
I don't feel overwhelmed very often from all these projects.
Okay.
But I think time management is huge for me, and exercise and running. So my efficiency level is really low, actually, if I don't exercise.
Oh, okay. So that helps you with the work.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, you were involved in the Grand Riders Project, which got international coverage. It was a big hit. There was, I believe, a big documentary done about this. This was kind of a big deal. Can you tell us a little bit about that project?
So Hongdao is part of our organization. So we started our organization, also we run hospitals. Hongdao is a senior welfare charity. It's been around for, say, 23 years-ish. But the Grand Riders was something we did 12 years ago. What we wanted to do was to prove to society, that seniors don't have to sit at home on their couch and because it's safer, don't go out, sit and watch TV at home all day. So we wanted to prove that they can also be active, they can also have dreams. It's part of our active aging initiative.
Mm-hmm.
So we brought a group of 17 seniors, half of them with chronic diseases, cancer, half of them never even rode a scooter before.
Oh.
So they had to learn how to ride a scooter.
Okay.
And we brought them on an island-wide run, back to running again, ride, which I think was 2 weeks.
It was around, all around Taiwan, yeah.
Yeah, and so we filmed a short 45-minute documentary, but it was so well received that a couple years later we were persuaded to make it into a full documentary, and that did really well. I think it broke Taiwan's box office records for documentaries.
So was that a fun experience to do?
Yeah, it was really fun. I think it was really amazing to see how they changed, like they became celebrities. Other seniors were encouraged to not necessarily ride scooters around Taiwan, but also just go out and do things they've always wanted to do. And it also changed drastically how society views seniors.
Yeah.
Because of that, we've had a whole series of active aging, Dreams Never Get Old is what we call it, projects in the past 10 years. And that's really changed a lot of people's perceptions on seniors, what they can do and should do.
So has the celebrity ruined them? Have they now gone out and spent all their money, have big entourages? No,
I mean, they haven't made money, but they've made a lot of money. But I think it's been fun for them, too, because they're just normal people who sit at home. Some are what we call 独居老人, just, they live alone, low income. But, now when they're on the train or bus, like, people recognize them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's kind of cool for them.
Yeah. So, I mean, now, I believe you're the CEO of Renshin Wellness Park, and I believe that is also a senior care facility, is that correct?
Mm-hmm. So this is our new facility. It's in Dajia, which is in Taichung. We are a long-term care facility. So we have daycare for seniors. We have nursing home. We also have like a care cafe. We have a senior fitness gym. So we've been open for about a year now.
Yeah.
And it's been really exciting because we've attracted a brand new, really young care team, which actually is now the youngest long-term care team in Taiwan.
Okay, so that's so. Are they very excited about the work? Are they?
I think because traditionally, caregivers. So I think 80% of the work in a long-term care center is done by caregivers and then nurses.
Mm-hmm.
It's traditionally not a very attractive job because you are giving baths, changing diapers, feeding, and so it can get very redundant. It's very hard to attract talent into this field. The pay has traditionally been very low, let alone kids wanting to could join. But because of the aging society, Taiwan has a lot of these senior care departments now in schools. So we've hired a bunch, I would say 90% of our staff are fresh college grads, actually, that studied long-term care.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, you also, you're starting this CrossFit box. You obviously don't have enough to do in your life. So, can you tell us what a CrossFit box is? I don't know why is it called a box?
Well, they're traditionally boxes, like metal, we call TAPU, like just out.
Metal sheds?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
No AC.
Okay.
No fancy equipment, no wood, marble, any of that.
Okay.
Just really raw, I think, gyms is considered. And it's actually an American brand. So it's from the U.S., but there are, I'd say, over 14,000 CrossFit boxes worldwide now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is, so what is CrossFit? I'm not exactly a fit person. And I don't think I take up running. But so what is CrossFit? I've heard the name, but I don't know what it exactly is. What makes it unique?
So CrossFit is like a functional circuit training. Our classes are generally group classes. You could do one-on-one, but it's generally group classes. A lot of it is using your own body weights, but weights and kettlebells. So an hour class, for example, would be, after warm-up, they give you a different course. So today, the program names are always female names.
Okay.
So Lisa, Judy, Emily.
Okay.
And they each have...
Is there a reason for that, or?
Yeah, there is.
Uh-huh.
But, so, for example, for one of the courses, it could be do 10 push-ups, and then 10 pull-ups, and then 15 burpees, and then repeat like 10 times.
Okay.
So, very busy, but it's really fun. A lot of it are, you pair up. So, CrossFit is a fun circuit training, and you're sort of pushing your own limits. So it's not the type of gym where you go in and run on the treadmill or go to a spinning class or aerobics. So it's a very tight community.
Okay, so it's less equipment-based, more physical action-based.
Yeah,
Is that
classes,
Okay.
And what we call WOD a day.
Okay.
So the trainers will plan WOD for the
Okay.
day, and you don't know what to expect.
Right.
And they'll tell you, and then you do warm up the WOD, and then close up and do their own workout. But I think the coolest thing about CrossFit is that it's a very tight. So we'll do workouts together, but we'll also do hiking and barbecue. So it's a great way also to meet other people looking to have like a healthy and fit life.
Right, okay. So you can get together with your friends and do a WOD.
Yeah, there you go.
Just that term, WOD. Now that's opening in, you're opening the first one, is this the first one in Taiwan? Or
There's actually a lot in Taiwan.
Yeah.
I think there's at least 16.
16? Okay. This brand or just in...
There are boxes that have opened that have registered with CrossFit. We are the fourth one in central Taiwan.
Okay.
But the largest one. And we have AC.
Right.
We have nice bathrooms. So we've set up a little bit differently than other CrossFit CrossFits.
Okay.
Less raw.
Less raw, okay.
Yeah.
Now, and it's opening in, I believe, September, is that correct?
Yeah, we might do soft opening in August, actually.
Oh, really? Okay. Are you excited about that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because all of our equipment is from the U.S.
Okay.
So that's also something we emphasize. We have full equipment, all from the U.S., and right now it's arriving Taiwan anytime. So we're really excited.
Okay, yeah. So if people wanted to find this, how would they find it?
We have a Facebook page and Instagram. It's called Ulta Life, ULTLIFE, CrossFit.
Okay. Now, for young people starting out, you've obviously accomplished quite a bit. Between being the CEO of the Wellness Park and, of course, your charitable endeavors. I remember you also organized a charity gala for Taichung AmCham, which was very successful. So for young people coming out now, what advice would you give them?
I actually just spoke to a bunch of college girls 2 days ago about the same topic. I think one is find something you're really passionate about. Don't try to follow a trend. Don't go and open some kind of shop because you think that's what the market wants and following a trend. So I think the things I'm involved in right now that we've shared about, I'm really, really passionate about. I think that's what really keeps you going.
So, so you were speaking to these students. What was their reaction?
They were all female. They were all girls, and they were asking, how is Superwoman? How do you get all these things done? And
yeah, I had the same question.
I tried to do 10K races, and I gave up. And I realized, I think it's one setting a goal and having a solid plan. So a lot of people start things, but they don't finish. A lot of people start races or sign up for a race and they don't go. So setting a realistic goal and setting a realistic plan and following with the plan, I think that's the hardest part. Same as with a marathon. I think it's easy to sign up. The hardest part, it's actually, the training is harder than the actual race because it's 4 months of grueling, getting up every day at 5 o'clock, running regardless of the weather. And I think that is the same attitude I have with all my work too. Like it gets hard. It gets tough. It's very easy to open a company, but it's hard to continue. It's hard to fight on dealing with all kinds of issues. So I think it's being very passionate in what you do, being persistent, a lot of times stubborn. Stubborn as in, this is what I believe in. And I think people, when they're touched by your passion and what you believe in, they will naturally follow you. So I've had a lot of people who work with me who really believe in what I want to do, and they just naturally want to work with me.
Oh, okay, that's always a good thing to have.
Yeah.
So, all right, so what is next for Chrissy Wang?
Oh, I don't know. So with running, people keep asking me that after Big Six especially. I'm going to try to do the 7 continents. It's called the 7 Continents Club. So from the Big Six, I've already done 3 continents, Europe, Asia, and America. So I still have South America, Australia, Africa, and Antarctica.
You're going to run Antarctica?
I hope so.
Oh, now that sounds as if you haven't done enough challenges yet. Is there even a quarter?
Yeah, there is actually
an existing one there.
Yeah, there are marathons there.
Oh, wow!
And I found a trainer actually.
Yeah.
He is Taiwan's first top extreme ultramarathoner.
I think I've seen this guy speak, I think. Yeah.
So Kevin Lind, he's agreed to train me for Africa and Antarctica.
Oh, that's impressive. Do you know where in Africa you might run?
I don't know yet. There are so many, actually. Races there are beautiful. And there's another friend of mine who's also done the Big Six looking at races now.
Yeah.
I'm planning, hopefully doing 1 or 2 a year. My goal is to finish before I turn 40.
All right. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. This has been Chrissy Wang. I'm Donovan Smith for Taiwan Talk.